What's going on, everybody? So EA has updated the draft cards that you were getting from those solos to now be auctionable. So it kind of reveals everything that I told you guys before. Pretty much what you're going to have to do is probably put together a certain amount of those players on draft day in order to make whatever the player is that you want. Now, a lot of things may have changed with that because I was interested in getting the going after the #1 pick because it was going to probably be Kyler Murray. Let me just give you guys some insight into what's going on, though. That way you kind of fully understand what's actually happening. They're giving you now this new NFL Welcome Draft Pack. So these are the situations. Make sure you play during the 2019 NFL Draft. It starts at 9 p.m. on 4/25. All right? Newly drafted players will be added to the game, and there will be limited time solos and store offers. All right? These things that are going to be happening right now, it's going to give you an opportunity to be able to gain a certain amount of players from the actual draft while it's going on, which is why EA probably didn't give us a lot of new Easter content, because you got to remember, depending on the places that these players go, it might be some errors in the cards that you get on draft day, because they got to flip and you got to change the artwork and stuff like that depending on what goes on. So now a player like this, you can get 670 picks or you can auction them off. We're going to check out those scenarios in a second, all right? But everybody should have received the welcome pack. And this kind of makes you understand what's going to be happening during that time. So 9 p.m. starting on 4/25, you'll be able to get limited time solos and store offers. So definitely check those out. Not only that, you go play the 2019 NFL Draft Solo Challenges to earn collectible players that you can turn into the draft players for the actual draft. So we don't need that. We'll quick sell that for 50 picks or whatever. We're going to go back into the store very shortly. But what I want to show you is, even though I wasn't able to play all of the solos for the daily ones that they were doing, I did some. So I'm going to show you what's going on with it right now so you can get an idea of how you're going to be able to make MUTCoins with it if you don't want to go after the actual players. All right? So, for instance, so I played, 3, 8, that's 11. So I played 11 of them, right? Or is that 8? Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, because this guy is a fat moron. I'm going to be getting rid of him very, very soon. Don't worry about that guy. So, look, let's take a look at what Baker Mayfield is currently going for. Right now, okay, he's 5,700 coins, right? You don't know how much he's going to go up depending on who the #1 pick is. So if you want the player for the #1 pick and you want to do the set, you can buy up a bunch of those Baker Mayfields if you were going to assume that that's what's going to be happening. But let's just be honest about it, right? To me, this draft is not really exciting. Maybe for your specific team it is, but for me it's not. So whatever the player that comes out, wherever they go, I think we'll be able to make MUTCoins regardless, because you can wait until draft day to sell these and probably get more depending on what the market does, only for that limited time though, as the players are actively being, taken off the board. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to wait to see exactly what's going on, but it might turn out that a lesser of an overall pick, like going down to like a 15, maybe a 26, 25, this might be the players that we actually want. Because I know, like I told you guys, the DK Metcalf, he's going to have 99 speed. If he does not have 99 speed, then EA is completely out of their mind. I don't know what they're doing. Listen, if they don't do it that way, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just done with it. It's no other way I can justify their actions. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, all right, you guys got it. If they do something like that, I have no idea how they can actually get around that. He should be 6'3" or whatever, and he should be 99 speed based on his combine numbers. All right, so now, what does that mean for what we're doing as far as the solos and how are we going to make these MUTCoins? I just showed you some of the price ranges. Obviously, the #1 pick should be the most coins. So we just saw Baker Mayfield as his #1. He was going for like 5,000 and change. But they've also added a lot of these things. All right, so look, you have the daily one that you can do to get one of those. And then they gave you 32 new challenges, a #1 or 32 pick collectible players. Use them in sets on 2019 to draft whatever, and up to 700 through bonus goals, others 700 picks. So pretty much what's going to happen is every one of these solos that you're going to go through, you're going to be able to get a pick that we just saw right there. Do you want to go through these solos depending on what goes on? Is it worth it for you? I don't know. I don't believe that they're going to make it really long. I don't believe they're going to do it like that, because I know they know that nobody has time for that. So I think it's going to be specific things that you have to do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and check it out. Hold on. With pick 36. Okay, overall, while only starting in 7 games, Jackson had 1,201 passing yards and 6 TDs. It's no way that they're going to make it wild. But like I said, this one right here, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing this one as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our daily collectible with this. Okay, get everything done that we're going to need. Because what I'm going to try to do, it's no way possible that I'm going to go right now and just start buying it up. And again, if you want to do that, that's a risk that you take. And like I said, the reason behind me not completing the set is because I don't believe that whatever player is drafted, it's going to be that much of an appeal to spend more than what players are already available. So it'll always be about what perks do you get for completing the actual set? Like, what is EA going to give you for doing the set and the objectives in progress? That'll be the only reason for you to actually do the set. Other than that, buying the player might be the cheaper way to go. But some people may invest in it the way that I'm talking about it now, and they may need 1 or 2, and that might change the way that, the prices go. But for the most part, you can sell based on what we just saw right now, the Baker Mayfields and stuff like that, going for about $5K. If you were to get, whatever, a decent amount of them, and it turns out that the player that is drafted number 1 is worth it, you can make out. But again, it all depends on who goes where, Bosa, all that stuff that's happening. Like who else? Like that 6'6" dude that ran a 4.46. I believe that they said he's going in the 2nd round. So with all this stuff going on, it really doesn't matter right now. So because like I'm looking for a big dude to just throw the ball up in the air, because I'm gonna start just trying to come out and swerve dudes. Like I'm being honest, I'm about to go back to Madden 17. Like just real talk, because with the way that it works, I think I figured something out to why, like that animation that you get where, your player is mad bigger than the guy behind him, but he jumps in the air and the guy picks it up from the back. I'm pretty sure all you guys know what I'm talking about. Just write yes in the comments if you know. You go for the one-arm play, you got like Calvin Johnson and it's like Tyrann Mathieu behind him, and EA is like, yeah, that's a pick, and you're like, okay, and then you log in again the next day with a red ball in your mouth. That's the cycle that we go through as Madden players, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is, how can we make out the most? And honestly, the way to make out the most is to play through the solos and just sell the picks. Just sell the collectible cards. Because I really just don't foresee any of the picks being that crazy. In my opinion. If for some reason EA shocks us and gives us like a crazy overall and like changes the game, you know what I'm saying? That might be kind of ill. But like I said, I don't know exactly what they can do to, change up what they've already started. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of players that are available right now that are way, way glitchy. And I just don't see how EA would be able to justify making these new NFL draft picks just that much more glitchy. So we're going to have to use, at least for me right now, I'm going to hold on to the players that I have. I'm going to hold on to the players that are worth picks. And because they're going to have special store values, that might be what's ideal. You might be able to use the pick currency at 9 p.m. and go through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be able to literally do that. You could possibly make out very, very well with that whole situation with the draft. So with that being the case, it could be, the pick value could turn into a lot of MUTCoins. And selling the other things that you have could also really help you. So that's what I really want to focus on. I want to focus on the fact that we're going to have to make sure that we have certain players that have a decent pick value. And then we also have these free collectibles that we're getting right now. Now, listen, guys, don't get me wrong, dog. It's 32 solos. All right? I think there are moments, but that at least is going to take you an hour to do. I am in no way telling you to take an hour to do it. That's not what I'm doing. So if that's what you think that I'm telling you to do, I'm in no way telling you to do that. What I'm doing, I'm going to do my dailies. And like I said, I've only done like 13, well, probably going to be like 13 right now, or 12 that I've done. So I'm telling you right now, I haven't even done it. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm not doing it, I'm definitely not telling you guys to do it, because I don't know what your time frame and your schedule is. But if you do decide to do it, you know that you'll be sitting on, at least, well, it depends on how it works out, but I think you could probably, pull out 100K out of it. If you sell them right now, the day before, while people are trying to stack up, you probably could pull out 100K or something like that. But it's all up to you and your time for, your times, your schedule, what you got going on. It just, people have things going on. We're fresh off of, Easter. There's still Passover going on. Passover ends this Sunday. My friends are not able to do nothing. I was hanging out with my friend yesterday. He's like, I can't drink. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm going to take one for you. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, sir. But that's not what this is about, though. That's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Dude did have his Manischewitz. He said he's allowed to do Manischewitz. I don't know. You guys got to tell me. Any of my Jewish viewers, tell me if he cheated, bro. Dude said he could drink Manischewitz wine. I'm not sure. But I was throwing them back, though. Bro, yes, sir. Why did he just get mossed? See, that's what I get, bro. That's what I get for talking about Manischewitz and all the stuff that's happening. But either way, guys, what we're going to have to do is this. We're going to keep what we have, and we're going to wait until the draft day and see what goes on. I don't really... stick him in the chest, man. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I don't really foresee any major differences going on, guys, honestly. I guess you could right now take the risk and just sell it while it's cheap, or buy it while it's cheap and just see what happens. But for me, I'm just going to sit. I'm going to sit tight. I'm going to sit tight. I know I'm sitting on at least 100K. If it doesn't go up and it stays at the same rate that it is right now, that's fine. I'll still make my 100K off of, whatever, if I decide to do the 32 solos, which look like they're going to just be immediate moments where you just have to stop something or do something, and that's pretty much it. So what we could do right now, let me just get my daily one, and then we'll try the first one with Lamar Jackson, and then, we'll determine what's going to happen with that and see how that works out for us. But that's pretty much it, guys. Go out there, do what you have to do. I know some of you guys wanted to see, like, a new draft team. That I'm going to get back to you guys on, because I'm not sure that I want to do that right now, unless they're relatively cheap, because I'm so focused on the Ultimate Legends getting what they have to get that I'm not sure if I want to go that route. But it is highly possible that I could do that. I could create a draft team and we could just rock out and see what's good. If that's something that you guys really wanted, just leave it in the comments. We can figure it out, and we'll go from there. But we got our daily one, so that's pretty much what we're going to do right now. What's this? All right, so we got another Sam Darnold. So we got more number 3 picks. Maybe it turns out that the number 3 dude is raw. But here goes the draft set. So let's go into Lamar Jackson's set, and let's see what's let's see what's happening with it, and try to figure out if it's absolutely worth it to do it. But it should only be a specific moment, because I don't know if you read through when I went all the way to Baker Mayfield's thing. It said to prevent your opponent from getting 50 yards. But I don't know if that's the only thing you have to do, or if that's for bonus picks. You'd have to go through it to see. But let's just do a test drive right now and see actually what's going on. And if it turns out to be like that, then if it turns out to be more than just an actual moment, guys, don't worry about it. Like, yo, it is what it is. Bruh, I'm not about to sit up here playing 32 solos for players that are going to be trash, and I'm not going to make anything out of it. I'm just not doing it. Not going to happen. So it is what it is. So let's just see what this thing's doing. Once it loads up, we'll figure it out, and then we'll go from there. But again, if it's just straight up boot, yo, let me see. It looks like it's a game. What is this, bro? It looks like, bro, you got to play through this. Okay, yeah, guys. Yeah, like, nah, we ain't doing this. I know it's only 3 minutes, but this 3 minutes could turn into a lot of stuff. I'm happy that they didn't. I'm happy that they didn't give the CPU timeouts. But this is like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like. Look, okay, that should be game. Bro, Lamar Jackson just lined it up and just threw a straight pick. That was really, really bad. If he plays like that next season, yeah, that's going to be pretty bad. And by the way, guys, we have a new series going on. Right now, we're simming the Cleveland Browns, their season. So we'll be getting to the other AFC North teams, obviously Baltimore. I don't know the order that I'm going to be doing, but you guys can go check it out to see what the Brown season is looking like right now, right here on GmiasWorld. It's under the playlist of the team predicting the 2019 season or something like that. It's one of those playlists. But check it out, because we're simming through that, and you guys have really been enjoying it, and I appreciate you guys viewing it, because I know a lot of you guys are just straight Madden Ultimate Team psychopaths. So I appreciate you guys, watching that series and encouraging me to keep it going. But I will get to the Ravens. I'm going to try to do all the teams. Obviously, I have time. Like, the season doesn't start till September, so I got time to get it done. It just depends on what you guys want. If you guys want more Ultimate Team, that's fine. I know some of the franchise guys that have been viewing me for a while, you guys are really enjoying it. Like, yo, this is sick, because, it's a different type of mentality for the franchise players and MUT players. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be well-rounded to give you guys everything. But, MUT really has taken away a lot from the connected franchise. A lot of the things have been focused primarily on MUT. And I think that they should have kept it pretty much equal. Even though Mutt makes a lot of stuff, they could have, made franchise a little bit more, detailed in advance. They were doing a very, very good. I had some really good franchises in 13, 13 and 25. So, I understand what you guys are saying with it, but I'm gonna try to give you guys some nostalgic feeling from it by simming these teams and seeing what we could get out of going through the 2019 season. So, based on what you just saw right there, it's about 3-4 minutes of a solo. You got to kind of give yourself that kind of time frame. Do you have that time for 32? Go ahead and do it. At least you got coins coming from whatever you pull, and you could probably try to make out with that the best you possibly can. So that's all that's going on with the NFL Draft promo. Let me know if you have any other questions or how I can be of more assistance. Thank you guys again for watching. Until next time, one love.